What's up, guys? Before we get into the video, make sure if you have not yet seen day one's video, go watch that one first. That one has the practice clips in it, so you'll want to go watch that one first before watching day two's. Other than that, thanks for watching. Enjoy the video. Ding! Alright guys, it's day two. We actually are able to go out on the lake today. We got a text this morning saying that the winds aren't supposed to be as bad. Still going to be pretty rough today. I know there will be some people to bring in some smallmouth today. We're just hoping that that wind is pretty rough out there and that, you know, that sight fishing doesn't come into play as much as these guys think it would. Because we did not find smallmouth in practice. We'll be largemouth fishing on the main lake today. We are going to stop at that first spot that we hit yesterday in the river on the way out. So hopefully we can scratch a couple there before heading out to the lake. But if not, hopefully we can catch those fish that we caught in practice in those areas and expand a little more today. Logan. Yep, you're good. Baby. Let's go. It's a good one. Good work. Where is he? Right off that rock? There we go. Let's go, dude. 3.02. Boy, that is a good fish, man. Baby. That's a fucking 3.5, 4, bro. That's a 3.5, 4, bro. That's a 3.5, 4. He went. Don't. He went. Don't keep. Ding. $3.90.
7 yawns, 2 feathers.
Oh yeah, he keeps.
Another 180.
You think he's 180? But he's like... $1.71. He's orange because he's ugly and needs to go. Alright guys, little update. It's 8:25. We were able to make it out of the river today. They opened it up on the way out of the river to come to this first spot. We saw boats turning around. We talked to some of them coming in. They're like, you don't want to go out there, it's super rough. Bunch of guys breaking stuff, turning around. Luckily our spot isn't too far away from the river, and we were able to hug that west bank in order to get up here. Way calmer back here obviously, but let's hope we can catch some better size back here. We started off the morning in the river and have 4 keepers right now, 2 of them being really nice ones, so hopefully we can cull those smaller ones after we fill a limit here.
Yep. One's on the port side.
Yep.
Need to go.
This one, I'd say. Might help. Oh yeah, I think it might help.
Swim away with the coal tag, buddy.
Green's going back. That's gonna help. Yep. Yep.
In the wood. I don't give a shit. I'm going past that ridge.
This one's a 3.21. It's gonna cull orange, which is under 2 pounds. 2.42 for a 1.71. Just had a double up cull. There we go. Had a 3 1/4 and a 2 1/2. Both of our 2 1/2s are our smallest, and they're in there. Yep. Yep, you're good. You're good. Bring him right here. That's a 4. That's a 4 1/2. That's a 4. That's a 4. Oh my god. Missed that on the yellow tech. Got it on the chesty. Matt just hammered a 4-pounder. Let's see what she weighs. All right, we're culling the 2 1/2s now. We have one more 2 1/2. Like 2 1/2 on the dot. Oh, he's in a cool, do the cool jump. Yeah, yeah. That one did not help. It was just a few ounces short. The one we need to cull still is a 2.46. about 1 o'clock. We're back at our first spot, hopefully trying to get rid of that 2.5 pounder with a better one. And then we've got about 2 hours before we got to be in, so we're going to hit a couple other things, maybe revisit some areas that we fished yesterday. And then we will keep you posted on weigh-in and how that goes. So hopefully we can get a big here.
Little update here. Still fishing this Nisiko resig. And but yeah, I'm just kind of waiting for the turn to be over because kind of gotta take a poo sip.
The 246 with a 271. We got about 10 minutes till weigh in.
92.
Logan Greeno and Matthew Nichols, they weighed 13 pounds, 9 ounces yesterday. Today, 5 more in that Crush City weigh-in bag. Here out of Bay City, Michigan, legendary Saginaw Bay. 16 pounds, 11 ounces, all the way up to 5th place. And Nebraska says, welcome to Bay City. 30 pounds and 4 ounces, 2-day total weight. The boys from Lincoln said, we're in 5th place. Step over there to the side right there. Great laying down they are. They said that bite was going to get better at the end, so this is what. Good job, man. That's pretty awesome, dude.
Yep.
Did you make a run today? Talk to me. Give me a little story.
So,
You, Matthew, take those over there and come back here. Go take those and come back.
Yeah, so we started in the river at the spot where we caught our 5 yesterday, and we were blessed with a 4-pounder and a 3-pounder to start our day, and then we ended up going out to the lake, hugged that west bank, and got to the fish that we caught in practice, and culled a few times. It was a really fun day. Caught a lot on a topwater frog and a lot on a Strike King, Moon Juice, Ocho, Nico rigged.
That's pretty cool. So getting out there, I mean, obviously you went to there and you went to the West Wild. We knew we had a direct wind, west wind coming out. So navigating to that, it probably at the mouth did it get a little bit of sporty, but it's just about how you manage the boat. That's the key. That's what I'm trying to drive home here. It's not the weather. The weather is going to shut down if they say you can't go. That's fine. But when you get out there, you got to be cautious. You're the captain behind the steering wheel. It's not what's out there. It's how you manage it and keep it from being dangerous, correct?
Yep, I'm very thankful that we brought Matt's 21-footer because it would have been tough out there in my 18-foot nitro.
Good job. Come on over here, man. It's pretty. That was good though, right? I mean, it was fun. It was challenging, but this is pushing the limits. You got to push the limits to have some success. The west side was calm. It looked good. I rode all the way out there today. I drove an hour and 20 minutes, and I drove an hour and 20 minutes back, and I wanted to make sure that whole west wall was safe. I could see where it was rough out there. I wouldn't have went there. I'd have fished where I said. So good job. Sometimes taking chances like that, doing them safe, they have rewards.
Yeah. When we were looking at the weather and weeks prior, we knew that we were going to have a west wind, so we figured spend most of our practice on the west side to stay out of the wind. And yeah, it kind of paid off because we found a little honey hole, and hopefully that gets us qualified. So,
well, you're in 5th place right now. It looks like you're going to be pretty decent. We'll see how it shakes out.
All right, guys, we're headed home. We ended up getting 7th place out of 193 boats and got a qualification for nationals at Lake Hartwell. So we'll be going back to Lake Hartwell. Matt and I have both already been there for high school nationals a couple times. So it's a lake we're kind of familiar with. We're really excited for it. That'll be in August. But yeah, as you guys saw, we had a really good day. I think we ended up having the biggest bag weight of all largemouth all week. And we ended up weighing 1611, I believe. I thought we were getting there a little with Matt's coal at the end. I thought we were going to be closer to the 17-pound range, but I think the Rapala scale said 16 and a half or a little more than that. But I thought for sure after Matt's last second coal, I thought that would be pushing 17. But that ended up being the same spot yesterday. Hopefully I have that clip of yesterday. We pulled in there with about 10 minutes left, and I lost one on a Nico rig right behind that dock in that marina. Could have been the same fish, but definitely was a nice one that I lost yesterday. So Matt ended up catching, I think it was a 271 right there at the end, and probably gave us at least 4 ounces. So that was a big time coal right there at the end. But overall, it was a great week. And I think Matt and I, we've been talking about it. I think we did everything right when it came to practice. Besides, you know, some teams did go out there and catch smallmouth today. Most teams in the top 10 ended up finding smallmouth today, spawning, but they drove over 35 miles out there to find them. And a lot of teams didn't come back. They got stranded out there, weren't able to make it back in time. You know, a lot of stuff, a lot of damage to the boat. So I think we played it safe, and I think we did everything. You know, other than maybe fish the river a little bit more in practice, I think we only fished it for like 2 hours. And as you saw, that one productive area for us in the river paid off for us both days. Today, that's where we caught our 4-pounder and our 3-pounder first thing in the morning. We had 2 fish early in there too that were small that we ended up culling. But yeah, overall it was just a fun week catching them on a frog, and I always love throwing a Nico rig. That Strike King Ocho Nico rigged Moon Juice is the deal. I love that color. But no, it couldn't have went better for us, you know, other than finding some smallmouth in practice and being able to get to those smallmouth without feeling like we're gonna die. But stay tuned, we'll have some more videos coming out soon. Thanks for watching, guys, really appreciate it. Leave a comment down below and please subscribe.